Hello everybody. So I've been on a roll lately, drawing anime females. So today, like I said yesterday, we're going to draw them from figurines. Actually, let me get this right. Okay, so let's do this fast. Okay. Make sure that we're using a blue. Just see how this works out. I'm also streaming on YouTube right now, but the difference is through the phone. So something different for me. So. Okay. Line of action, like this. Shoulder, the shoulders going actually up. Shoulders going actually up like this. The other shoulders like this, kind of following through. The frame is kind of small, so I'm gonna make sure this frame stays small. Like this, right? I'm gonna give it some roundness here. On the waist. Left handle's kind of pushing out like this. A little bit, and then the hips come in. Okay. Make sure that they're the same length or so. Hello, Sally. And then like that, like so. And with the crotch, the legs pop out like this. Make sure to shorten that smaller. Okay. Hello, those of you on YouTube. I'm doing something a little different. Wanted to see something. So I'm actually streaming to YouTube now and TikTok at the same time. So I'm not using the computer this time. I'm actually using the what do you call it? The phone. Thank you for the likes, I do appreciate it. Okay. So as you can see that when I'm making the leg, I kind of realized that when the leg bends and the foot is still touching the floor in some form, the knee bends downwards. The knee goes lower, actually. It makes a lot of sense. Because if the foot wasn't touching the ground, either the knee goes higher up. That's what I kind of realized. Foot like this. Thank you for the rose, I do appreciate it. Thank you. And yes, that is, I guess, an anime female Chucky. You can see. Or call her Charlie. But I'm using her as a form of reference. So I'm trying to prove to you guys you can use even an anime figurine to learn how to do gesture drawing. It's all about the gesture. It's not about the character we're using. It just happens to be that. Okay. Like that. Okay. I'm trying to get this here. Just kind of, we don't want it to look stiff. You see how stiff she looks? We want to like that. Alright, and then we'll make sense of it as we go. Okay. Shoulder, arm. She looks kind of stiff. We don't want that. So what we're going to use is the line of action. We want her to follow through when we want her to follow through when drawing her. Okay. So. Okay. The hip is popping out this way. So the other hip is going inside stuff. So like we need to make sure that we are understanding what's going on Bring a little more hip here. All right, and then have this pop out more. Okay. Okay. Is that female? I'll say more like Charlie. So Chucky, I guess that'll be like the female version, I guess. Charlie. Or something like that. Dragon viewers. If you have viewers, so I'm looking. I'm right now streaming to YouTube, so I don't know how that's gonna play out. So I'm just using YouTube as a guinea pig to see how that would come about. So much difference I'll get on that. If nothing works, I'll just put it back on Instagram or something. Now I'm going to erase most of this. And then the leg, you see how the leg passed right past this leg? We need to bring that down then. So I'm going to erase down from down here. Okay. Okay. And then that. And this leg up here needs to be pulled up here because it looks too cartoony looking. So we need to make sure that looks right. Make sure it's in the right place. Right. Now let's this leg about a little more pulled back. About, I think here. Okay. 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 Okay, just like that. Alright, and then make this here. And then this frame is too long and elongated. So what we're going to do, erase this. And then we're going to pull it down. Yep, that's a little higher, just slightly. There. Alright, and then okay. Alright. What's your name? Do you also do traditional art? I used to. Hello, Akam. I used to do traditional art. But I just do digital art from now on. That's all I do now. It's just longer to... I only don't do traditional art because it just takes longer, depending on what I'm trying to do. Okay, that, and then, this, put this like this. You should do traditional, more traditional. Well. Okay. Let's see this. Like that. My name is Marley. Gotcha. Okay. Like that. Let's fix this crotch area. So put like this. All right, and then. Alright. And now, next we're going to make the head a little bit too far back, about here. We're going to see the neck a little bit. So that means we're if we can see the neck from this type angle, we're at a bottom we're looking from a bottom top angle. So we're looking from the bottom, the horizon line is somewhere at the bottom, and our eyes are looking directly at her from where we can see her neck. So that's what's really important to look for. There is reference window, open option in Clip Studio. I know, but if I hold it like this and look it through a phone, it's a lot more fun. Because if you make it smaller, you're not worried about details. I'm not trying to make the same character. We're going for just the gesture. That's it. And then we move on to the next one. I actually just like holding the phone. It makes me focus even more. So like it's like you know, in like in art school they make you like watch someone who's like probably like naked, then you have to draw them from a pretty clear distance. It's kind of like that. Let me see. Teaching? Are you? Yep. Do I have a question? Ask your question. I'll try to at least read it because I get too many messages that comes in through. So if I don't see, if I didn't answer, that means I didn't see it, or unless it's not something insane. But like, okay, make the head. Because yesterday we did these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did these 5 yesterday, which finished, and then I did the extra 2 for 2 donations. So like whoever donates, I do an extra picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4 I did. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did it yesterday. It was really cool. And I did, for those who donate, I just make another pose as I go. Like that. Okay, the leg is kind of curving like this. I'm using my other hand to hold my whiskey. Gotcha. Okay, like that. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna, hold on, we're just looking at it from a bottom top angle. So, we see under the breast like this. Okay. A little bit more breast here. Right. Like this. Because remember, the smaller, like, think of it like a thumbnail, right? I'm pretty sure some of you who have heard this before from either online or from from art school, that if you make the picture your reference based on the training, if you make your reference smaller than what you're looking at, you're not focusing on detail. You're focusing on the overall shape, the overall idea of the character. So you don't get caught up in the little stuff like, oh, the hair and all that stuff. Well, the hair is important, but like not the little nuances. That's not important. That's the whole point of this. So I said today I was going to use figurines this time, so just a random anime drawing. Right. And besides, even if I've put the picture on the side, it just takes up space and just feels like it's just there. So this teaches other people that you don't need to like you can just use your mind's eye to look at something traditionally. At anything. I'm saying. But I could just use the because I did before, but it was not as fun me holding it. So it gives people the understanding, those who are using digital art, you don't have to. It gives some of them, because some people think if you use digital art, you're not, I guess, a true artist because you're doing it digitally or something like that. I heard that kind of complaint, and that was kind of always a weird thing to me. Don't know how that ever made sense, because you still have to draw the damn thing, but I guess to people who are digital, they think I press a button, it's going to draw for me. Digital art is just a tool. It doesn't really make much of a difference. It makes some things a little easier than traditional, like having colors, you don't have to go buy it and all that stuff, but that's pretty much it. Because you still have to figure out certain things, how to make something work. If you don't know how to draw it, you don't know how to draw it, so you know. Okay, now let's put the bikini on her. Let's see. So bikini like this. Let me see, I got this, and then yeah, like that, right? Oop, almost messed up. Okay, right, and then oop, put that away. Okay, pretty close, pretty close. Not perfect, but pretty close. So let's make this a little bit more easier in the sense of that. Okay, I think, and also, if you're having, what about my profile pic? What about it? Let me see. Thank you for the GG. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Like, how long have you been drawing for? I've been drawing since I was 6, but I didn't take it seriously until I was like 23, 20. I think 23 or 24. Like, literally took it seriously, like making a art Instagram and all that stuff. Now we got that. Now the gesture is still a little bit too stiff, just a little bit, to make sense of it all from this point, right? So let me see. So we need to figure out, and then I'm gonna put little like that load. Let me see. What pen do you use, and does it work on iPad? No. This is exclusively for XP Pen. It's exclusive for the XP Pen only. I wish I could say yes, but no, I can't, because it doesn't work on anything else but this tablet, sadly. I wish I can just go buy a new tablet, pen sometimes, but no. Believe it or not. Okay. Okay. And you got me. Okay, now we put, I don't think let me see. Let me put some ellipses here just to give it that 3D space. Remember, ellipses do, I do teach, but ellipses do make it much easier for that, let me see, that understanding of form. That's something you should always keep in mind when doing that. Okay? Now, the arm is poking out like this, right? It's not, it's slanting more. Mine's kind of slanting. So we need to fix that part. And I would always recommend students to do always flipping. Flip the canvas. Always make sure to do that. I just started drawing poses. Do you have any tips? It's all about the shape. To those who are having trouble with this situation, you should always, there we go, that's a lot better. We should always learn your shapes, learn your shapes, your why am I having a brain fart right now? Learn your shapes, your forms, your gestures, and then learn your perspectives. Do that in that order, 1, 2, 3, 4. Learn it in those order. Learn those 4 in that order. Do it for 30 days each, and when I say each, I mean each section for 30 days. If you still feel like you haven't improved, do it for the next 30 days till you feel like you improved. Make sure you master those things first. Once you master them, it will be much easier to deal with, to go draw things that you want to draw or things that you find interesting in that sense. Okay. Let's see. Got that. Let me a little bit more hip in that sense. Like that. How about that? And then. Okay, like that. All right. Now, let's give her some hair. Oh, actually, let me go to her eyes, her face. I'm not drawing her eyes completely. I'm just gonna give it, like, something really cool. Something real quick. Like this. Something really simple. Like that. Okay, let me see. Is that female Chucky? Can you explain what that means? What exactly? What those four things are? So, like, what? Perspective or form? Or all of them? Like shape, form, gestures, perspective. Do you practice doing? Oh, yes. Like, do you practice drawing a whole person? Yes. So what I mean by this is that shape is literally just your shapes, nothing more, nothing less. Like literally your triangles, your squares, your octagons, blah blah blah. You know, you're just learning your basic shapes. Like literally, you can apply any of that to basic shapes. Okay, so what I mean is form next is it's just a fancier way of saying 3D shape. Literally, form is literally the idea of form. Form is just literally like you take a circle, you put some dots around it, you got yourself some form. That's it. That's literally what form is. It's just a fancy way of saying 3D shape. Okay, literally. Just that's really what it is by using either lines and or shading. But I would just use lines just to keep it really like simple, you know. Using shading, understanding the I would say value, but using the value system to make form around like an object so you can do X, Y, and Z. Now, gesture, and a lot of people get this confused. What I'm doing right now is gesture. I'm not really focused too much on anatomy that much, but I'm saying that anatomy is important. You should learn your anatomy because if you don't, you're gonna probably make your character look insane, or you might make them have no like literal organs that's there, and you want to make sure that they look as I want to look as believable as possible. Okay. Let me see like this. Okay. Like that. Legs like that. Legs like that. Okay. Ooh, my arm. Okay, so let me tell it. Thank you. So, what I mean by this is that Chucky, yes, it's female Chucky, and the reason why I have it on the phone, because most of you may say, oh, why don't you, like, if you're gonna do this for the phone, why don't you just put it on, like, the program instead? You don't have to hold it up. I understand that, but what will happen is that I'll just get, like, I want to make it bigger and look big, and I'll be focusing on detail. And that's something I don't want to focus on because I'm going to subconsciously start working about focusing on detail. So if I keep it small, I have no choice but to look at the overall drawing. So it doesn't force me to make it big and try to look and zoom in and blah, blah, blah. So I'm under the notion that I don't have to blow it up by any reason. Does that make sense? So you might ask that question. Thank you for the present. I do appreciate it. If you don't learn anatomy, does that make you no? There's a lot of people I've never cracked open no anatomy book. I don't know any real medical terms when it comes to anatomy like that, other than what everyone generally probably knows. It's all about making shape. Understanding your shape and form. Once you practice your shape and form, you can pretty much draw anything. Now, if you have an anatomy book, you have the patience to read one or watch a video on it, then that's awesome, that's great. And more power to you. But you don't have to actually read an anatomy book. Mostly observing and doing is a lot better. If you observe, if you pay attention, and just literally take the information and just apply what you know, it's much easier. Right? Let me see. Okay, so I kind of messed up where the head is because if the head is looking directly at us like this, and I have her eyes looking this way in a tilt. What I should do is, let me see, draw the ears. The ears will be directly looking at us, like this, right? Okay, and now let me move the line more like this. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is grab this a little bit more up there. Okay? And then be like, okay, there's this space. Okay, if you don't learn. Anatomy is hard to learn. I'm still struggling with it. See, the idea of anatomy, I'm going to show you guys this real quick, because a lot of people think, what a lot of beginners tend to do, and I'm not saying you guys are all beginners, because some of you probably been doing this for a while. What you need to understand is that if you master the basics, if you master the basics, it's a lot easier to deal with than shoehorning yourself into anatomy. Because if you're having trouble with anatomy, then there's something you're not getting in the sense of the basics, and that means like, say like gesture drawing could be one, because gesture drawing, like I keep telling my students, that it's all about the flow of movement. It's about the concept that you're dealing with. It's not about how accurate it is. It's not about accuracy. Like, you don't, like, okay, so you want to be accurate, right? But you don't have to be accurate. You just have to get the idea out. That's why I have you guys look at from a far space as I'm doing it, just like how I'm looking at a smaller space as I'm doing it. Okay, does that make sense? It eliminates you doing details. This is called thumbnailing. Okay. Alright, let me make these eyes look really weird. They look really strange. Okay, like that. Okay, let me get these eyes like this. This one came out a little bit of a hard time because of how subtle the drawing is. Actually, the way I usually do it, I don't even make eyes like this. What I'll do is just make them really like One Punch Man looking. So it'll be like this. It's much better. Make them the same like that. And then what I'll do next is I'll grab the eyes and eyebrows, make them, they're pretty much the same height and everything, just bring them down a little bit like this. Okay. And then bring the mouth lower. Like that. And then we'll go to the hair next. Now, I'm not making the same exact hair. I can actually change that. I don't have to go with the same hair. It's not important. So we can move away from this and just get something really different. We can go with the Bride of Chucky real quick and get our hair like this. Right. Any tips on drawing the hand or body? Yes. Oh, yes. But when it comes to drawing the hand and or body, what's some tips on constructing the body? The tips I will always give people is to learn. Okay, I'll put it on the thing real quick. Let me just get this, and then I'll answer those two questions. I can actually answer them at the same time. Let me get this real quick. Okay. Like that. All right. The best way to construct the body. Okay, let me explain 100% here. When it comes to shape is literally squares, triangles, circles, the basic stuff. And then form is about 3D space, 3D shapes, your triangles, your prisms, your spheres. And then your gestures is about getting the overall idea of the the movement, the concept of whatever the character is doing. That's one. And then the next one that you need to do is to go to perspective. Perspective. Now, perspective is ultimately, okay, is ultimately, I think, one of the hardest things to master of the four I'm mentioning. And then there's two more I need to mention, but I'll get to that in a second. But perspective is the most hardest one, I think, to really get it, because you have to learn your 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 5. Your 5 bits of perspective. If you can actually master from 1 to 4, the reason I'm not saying 1 to 3 is because that's just at the surface of first, second, third, and fourth perspective. If you can at least get to 1 to 4, you don't have to get the 5 or higher. Like fish eyeing and all that stuff. So if you get your first, your second, and your third to your fourth, if you can master up to 1 to 4 perspective, then you can virtually draw anything at that point, perspective wise. Because from that point on, anything past at least 4 doesn't really matter, because you hardly ever see those other perspectives it's really ever used. Okay, I'm not saying they don't get used, because there's actually up to, I think, the 10. I think 10th perspective, I think that's a thing. But 1 through 4, if you get 1 through 4, that's virtually everything. You can really draw anything in any perspective from this point, because most people stay in 1 and 2. The reason I'm saying 1 to 4, because you just overall mastered 1 and 3. 1 to 3. Does that make sense? That way. Okay. I love your life. Thank you. Hello, how's your day? It's going pretty well. Thank you for asking. I do appreciate it. And then now the next ones I need to mention is proportions. So proportions is kind of in the realms of between, I guess, perspective, gestures, and form. But the reason why I put proportions last is because it's all around trying to get the looseness. Because what happens is beginners tend to try to draw as accurately as possible. And what happened is they'll get a robotic looking drawing and wondering, I did everything that the person said on the YouTube channel or the live stream, but for some odd reason, why does my drawing look like it's like a robot? Well, there's good reasons for this. Could be a few factors. Maybe you didn't really get the gesture all that well, or maybe you did get the gesture, but you didn't flip your canvas, and you should flip your canvas. But since I'm just doing gesture only, just to prove a point, I don't need to flip the canvas right now, because it's not about accuracy. It's just about getting the idea out, okay? I hope that makes sense to y'all. Hey, I'm back. Hello. Hello, too. Welcome back, bro. So the point is that it's about the idea. So right now, even if I flip this, it's going to look not too perfect, because maybe she's leaning a little bit too far. Maybe she's leaning too far, too on the left, or in case maybe on the right, or something like that. So what will happen is, that's why proportions is about accuracy from that point. That's about accuracy, because once you actually mastered these, the shape, the form, the gesture, and the perspective, then accuracy comes in. Once you get this down, once you understand these 4, and then you get this down, then you can move on to actual anatomy. Like actual anatomy. Like the actual thing, because all these will ultimately mean to this. Okay? Does that make sense? It's like that. So from shape to all the way to proportions will ultimately make you do anatomy, because you understand the perspective. Like I said earlier, we can see under her neck. So that means if we can see under her neck based on the perspective, that means we're looking from a bottom top Oh, hold on. We're not charging. Good thing that went off. Hold on. Let me get this charger. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so the point is if you get your shapes, your forms, your gestures, your perspectives, and your proportions, then you can ultimately get anatomy, because you already understand the perspective. If you understand the perspective, if you understand the gesture, if you understand the form. Got too excited. No, the charger the charger said was low. I had to put it in. So if you understand the perspective, I jump scared you with the donut last time. Yeah, you did. That was I didn't see that one coming. Thanks, Tube. I think, but like, thank you though. We're breaking down why anime girls are hot. Yeah, that's probably is foreshortening a part of. Yes, foreshortening is a part of perspective because it follows the rules like this. I did yesterday. I explained this to the class. See, for instance, she's trying to hit the ball, right? Because since we're looking at her from a bottom down perspective, from a top down perspective, to know that we're at a top down perspective, the ball is more closer to us. The bigger the ball is, the smaller she is. Does that make sense? Because the closer something is, the bigger it becomes. The further something is, the more further it is. The more smaller it is. There we go. So that's what that is. Okay? Those are the rules of perspective. Those are some of the rules of perspective you have to keep in mind. Okay? So when something's far away, it gets smaller into the distance. Into the horizon line itself, right? But when something comes at you, it gets bigger. See how my hand's getting bigger as it gets closer to the camera? Now, as it goes further away, it's getting smaller. Into the distance, it's even disappearing. And which does happen. And then once you understand anatomy from that point, from all these other types of stuff, because you don't need to know the medical term of each leg, how that leg is constructed. You just need to know, okay, the leg is like this, with an oval shape like this, oval shape like this. And then if you really don't want to get real accurate, you can use squares. Squares can actually make more of a difference because if you use squares, it gives you more of a accurate perspective of what you're looking at, and it tells you where your horizon is and everything else, and it gives you a sense of direction. Unlike a circle, it can work, but it's sometimes it depends on what you're trying to do. But I would recommend using a square if you want to get more advanced with it. And squares are hard to use, but I think circles are harder because there's no defined direction till you have a horizon or something, you know, or any type of angle like that. But that's just me. Okay, let me pull this back up. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, based on the drawing we had before, I'm going to color this in and we move on to the next one. Okay. Okay, like that. Like that. Let me change her eyes. Where is it? Is. Oops. Okay. So that's what that is. I hope I didn't miss anything. I can't keep up with all of this. Don't worry. That makes sense. See? So it's all about understanding what you're trying to do. And don't worry, you don't have to get it on the first try. A lot of people think they have to get everything in one try. Sometimes it takes a few tries to get something. Or sometimes watching the same video over and over just to get it. That doesn't make you dumb or anything. It just means you didn't get it. That's it. And keep it, I'll keep it quite low key right now with this. Just gotta keep it like. Okay. I know it's not the perfect anime face, but right now I'm not trying to focus on that. Like I said, I'm not trying to focus on accuracy like that. I'm trying to focus on the idea of what we're trying to do. Like we did yesterday, like what we did yesterday on this, just to be clear. Alright. Hello, those on YouTube. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I don't know if I can even see the chat, if there's anyone talking. But, like, hello, YouTube. I'm streaming both to YouTube and, what do you call it? TikTok. I just want to see how it was like to actually stream to YouTube on the phone. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but I'm giving it a try. So, like that. Okay. Now let me color up her stuff so she can go. Let me put her in her folder, and then we'll move to the next thing. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Don't need. Oop. Hold on. Oop. Okay. All right. Let's color her up. Not color her completely, but just get to the point. Go. And then what's the opposite of, let's use this pink. Let's put a little bit more design to this before I move on to the next one. Oops. Like that. Let me do that again. Really quick, erase this. Okay. And then, 1, 2, oh. 1, 2. Like that, or something. So a little bit more design there. Okay. Make her stand out a little bit more. Okay. Actually, let's. You know what? Leave it be. Let's move on to the next one. White and red. It'll be too hard. It'll just be red then because I'm reusing a white background. I should have used a different background. Hi, Yuki. I didn't get to see your message about the commission yet, so I'll look at it after the stream. I promise. Bro, Chucky. Well, Charlie, if anything. I always have trouble fitting stuff in the face. Yeah, see, it's alright. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You have Discord? Yes. Hi, I was here yesterday. Hello. If you guys want to join the Discord or whatever case may be, you can go to the Discord right now. I'm trying to fix the bot, so I have to get around doing that. So if you have any issues over there, I will fix that. And stuff like that. So, okay, we did one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Alright, let me put her in her folder. Here. There we go. And let's take this. Let me get to a new one. Let's put it in the corner over here. Like that. Okay, that's one. Let's move on to the next character. I'll use another figurine. Something a little bit more easier to deal with from before. Let's go with this one. Okay. Now you do another one. Evangelion, we got Ray here. Okay, hi, welcome to the stream. Hey, Yuki. Okay. Yes, he does. It's called Artextric. Yeah, same name, same everything. You can go check it over there if you want. Draw Garfield. No, I'm doing only gesture drawing today. I'm not doing random drawings. I'm doing a lesson while doing this. Like, it keeps people paying attention, sadly. It is what it is, but let me see. So we're gonna get the face. Okay, so we get the face like this. Okay, and then like this. And then her head is tilting a little bit, so let's tilt it a little bit like that. Okay. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. You see a little bit of the shoulder, the breast is coming like this. Okay. We gotta get that line of action. I always do this, get that line of action. I would always guys, I would always recommend, if you don't like how I stream, what you can't, or how I teach, I always recommend other artists like Ethan Baker, all the other best artists that's out there, like on YouTube, like Ethan Baker, Ross Draws, Keith and Lafferty, Mark Barnett, like Mark Crilly. I think he still makes. I still think he makes content, even up to this day. I'm not totally sure. Okay, make this smaller. Okay, right here on the side. About here. About the leg is about here. Alright. No spamming the chat, please. Thanks. No thing. Your drawing is amazing to me. It's just practice. Right now, this is practice for me as I teach. You draw amazing than me. You're perfectly fine. You can draw just like I can. Love the art and seems helpful. No problem. So, like, always know that it's all about shape. Because I'm not thinking about, oh, this is this particular, let me say, this is not this particular, what do you call it, body part that I need to know the name of the medical term is. You just know that, okay, this is a breast, this is an arm, this is a hand, you know what that is. You have it, you know what I'm saying? But if you just apply them to, like, basic shapes, they're just shapes from that point, you know? It's like constructing a building. A building's pretty much a square thing. Well, that's not always square, but usually it constructs itself in a pretty much in a very cubish manner most cases. Sometimes some buildings are a little bit more different from others in shape, depending what the architect is thinking, but the whole point is getting the overall shape in, and then, because as you started with a sketch, you don't straight go in what it is. You make a deep sketch first, and then once you're satisfied with whatever you put in there, then you start line arting the whole thing, you know? So it's like that. So there's no, it's not as hard. It's just only hard because we're making it hard in our heads, because it's just we didn't practice enough for our brain to get that muscle memory. Because I always start from the head when I draw. Pause. I always start from the head when I draw my characters. Because there's some artist that starts from the hand. Love your work. Thank you, I appreciate it. But how do I join it? Oh, go to my link. You go to my link on my server. Like, go to my TikTok, click on the link, and it will say Linktree. It's right there. As you go to my profile, you click on the link, and it takes you straight there. It'll say Discord, all my other social media, and all that great stuff. You can go check it out if you want support, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Like that. Now, I kind of made her frame a little too, like, as you can see, her frame is a little too wide compared to the reference. So we need to fix a few things. First, the angle is not quite the same. Okay? We gotta fix that angle. Okay? Then we have to squish in that frame here. So let's pull that in. Let me see if I can make that about here. I can say about here. So we can get that at least close. Like that, okay? Okay. And now make the leg go like this. Okay, but how do I join? Okay. So you go to my link, whether on TikTok or Instagram, because I'm not streaming to Instagram right now. I'm actually streaming to what do you call it? YouTube right now, just to see how it's like on the phone. I don't think it's making much of a difference, but I see two people here, so hello. The point is What was I saying? I literally lost my train of thought. I literally just lost my train of thought. It's not about accuracy. It's all about just trying to get the form out. Because I'm not thinking about how accurate I'm being. I'm just saying, I know there's 2 legs here. Make sure there's a leg here and make sure there's a leg here. And now we're going to use some foreshortening. As you can see, I'm going to show you something. In the leg here, right here, right? Let me zoom in on this. See the leg here? It's bigger because it's closer to the camera, right? So they're the same length of leg, right? They're the same length of leg, but one is actually closer to the camera, so it blurs. So that shows how, well, not because it blurs, but because it's close and it's foreshortened the way it is. So I'm saying we can see everything from this point from the leg here, and that's causing that issue of foreshortening. Okay. Got any tips when it comes to drawing? Yes. Always keep. I think the best way to do this is to always master your forms. I think that's really important because you can at least put something in a 3D shape, because a lot of people forget that even form can be found in anything and everything. So like, say I gave you an undefined shape, because I'll say spheres, prisms, and cubes and all that stuff, right? But what if you find yourself drawing something that looks like this? How do I make form out of that? Well, that's simple. You make ellipse lines. You make ellipse lines around the subject, like that. Like that. It gives it more form if you use ellipse lines. Oops. Like that. Or you can use shading. In that sense, like, you can use a little bit of shading here to give it some 3D form. Like that. Right? Like this. You know, it's not has to be perfect, but it literally has to get to the point where you can see a 3D form in some form. Like that, right? So you can always do that in those 2 ways. There's always a way. It's just that it's going to be a little difficult to understand at first, but it eventually has a pattern. Everything has a pattern in some form. This leg is not working. This leg is not looking too accurate right now. So let me see. Let me get the leg. Let's get everything else. I'll come back to this leg later, because I don't like to frustrate myself sticking on one thing and then trying to get it, and then we're here for like 1,000 years for no reason. Let me see what you guys saying. Nice. And you got tapes. Okay. Also, she is 14. All right. That's not the point. We're not trying to draw her. We're trying to draw the gesture. But anyway, we got Ray here, and we gotta put her on the side here, and then let's see, this, and then make the hand. We have to make sure to get this hand right, because we have to get the hand right like this. Okay, and we can't see the other hand, so that's why I'm not going to draw it, because the shoulder's peeking about here. Actually, I made the shoulder too far up. It's supposed to be, I think, the breast. Like that, right here. Okay, bring that up, and oops, and then we go like this. All right. Now we have to fix the breast. It's a little bit too close together. So erase that part, and make sure that you know where the rib cage is, because the rib cage goes. Hey, thank you. You guys do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Like that, because we have to make sure that you know the rib cage kind of connects to the shoulders in some form like that, and we can see this neck under the slightly under the neck, so that means we're not at a top angle as we think. We're at a pretty accurate side of where the shoulder is. Oh no, our horizon's right here. You probably may not see the background, but there's a horizon right here. And because we can see the horizon, we can see our eyes. And we can see our eyes and see our neck. We're at a more bottom horizon, so we're not on top of the horizon. There's a line right here. So there's the horizon line. Her eyes are up to the horizon line, so we can see under her neck. So we're at a bottom horizon. Have you ever done digital, or did you start off traditional also. So was there any struggles? Yes, I had plenty of struggles, but yes, I did start traditionally, but only the basics with the pencil and the paper. That's it. I didn't do any like copper pen, copper markers or anything like that. I didn't do all that buying stuff. I would get that type of stuff from like a birthday or something, from a family member. I remember my one aunt bought me like a color set which I never used, which is funny because I was not into the whole coloring thing. I just liked anime, so I just drew anime characters as best as I could, right? But I never took it too seriously till I was like older, like now. Um, that's pretty much what that is. But to answer that question, yes, I did have struggles trying to figure out how to draw a hand, how I'd figure out how to draw, like, like, because my biggest, this is funny. I did what Naruto did in the sense of, you know how he couldn't do a shadow clone at all? I was bad at drawing women. I avoid drawing women, and I try to draw like anything I could think I can draw, but I try to avoid drawing women as much as possible because I thought women was really hard to draw. Now I force myself to draw women, only just women. Now I do the Naruto thing where he just pulls out any like shadow clone, any shadow clone that he wants to pull out. So I did what Naruto did and just literally just used the thing that he knows first, just to prove that he knows it. But I can draw men. It's just that I just didn't draw women because I find men easier to draw because men have more square shape compared to women. Because remember, you always have to make sure that you have the love handles there. You have to make sure that the hips are there. You have to make sure that it looks constructed, that they have organs and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I got into drawing like females more often. And besides, females are just more fun to draw anyway, in my opinion. Let me see, same. I'm satisfying with barely drawing something, but coloring them is a whole different story. But I can. Do you really draw daily? How and why? I draw daily because it's not only something that gives me a form of peace, because it not only it gives me a sense of purpose and peace, but it also helps me with that that next opportunity that will come down my way when I am prepared. So when someone says, "I want to commission you for a work," I want you to give me. I want you to commission you for a work. Can you do this? And because of that practice I had, I can say yes with confidence, right? And I would love to get a contract job in that sense, from any studio or video game or whatever case may be. But you have to put in the work and time and show off. Oh, not show off, but you have to like show your skills. I'm saying, but you don't have to show off. There'll be a show off. People don't like show off. People like people who are like nice and stuff, and all that great stuff. So that's why I practice. And ultimately, I got my abilities from my dad because he knew how to draw. And as I was growing up as a kid, living back in Long Island when I was in New York, when we first moved there, from Queens to New York, to Long Island, I'm saying, from Queens to Long Island, he drew me a giant Power Ranger painting on my wall as a kid when I was like, I think 5 or 6 or something, right? And it was really cool, and I think those influences from my father, when he used to draw, he's around, but yeah, when he taught me how, no, he didn't teach me how to draw, but he drew around me. Like he drew anime and stuff when he could. He draw anything from real people or whatever. And I think that influence really took hold on me in that sense. You know, and also what influenced me is like other shows like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Fire Force, Soul Eater, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter. You know, all these other shows that was so amazing as growing up as a kid. Okay, she's 14, so we're not drawing her. We're drawing the gesture. Chill. Why does people do that? I don't understand. They didn't even read the title. I'm drawing the gesture, not the character. The character just happens to be in the gesture. Why do people do that? I don't know why. We're not even drawing Ray. We're using Ray as a figurine, dude. Chill. Oh god. Anyway, so the point is that when I was growing up, all these other influences, like when I was like anime and Naruto and all this stuff came through, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then like I didn't know anime even had a term till I was like older, because I used to watch a lot of Gundam when coming home from Toonami, coming home from Toonami, coming home from school to watch Toonami and stuff like that. So, and then Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, which is also called what do you call it? What, Samurai X? I always knew it as Rurouni Kenshin, not Samurai X. Slay, your gesture drawing animes. Thank you. I don't know why people say she's 14. I'm not drawing Ray. I didn't say I'm drawing Ray. I said I was drawing the gesture. I'm not. That's what we're doing. I don't know why people do that. It's so weird. Okay. Because, like, if I drew, like, I don't know, Chun-Li like that, are you going to say she's 35? I'm not drawing Chun-Li. Like, that's what the hell? I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's so weird. Okay, like that. Fire. Thank you. Now, since we got the overall drawing in, I do want to put her arm somewhere. She is curved a little bit more, so I think we need to fix a little bit of that here. I'm going to leave the arm how it is. I think it's perfectly fine where it is. We're going to curve it a little bit more, so she's arching a little bit more. We need that arch. Yeah, I think that's quite good there. But we need to make sure that she's not, like, she can breathe, because you don't want her dying. Like this. And then like that. Okay. Just like that. A little bit, I don't know about that, but it's about there. I think. About there. Alright, there we go. Let me see. Oh. Hi, Liv. Hey, Liv. I'm trying to write a joke for the episode I'm working on. Okay, I got you. Let me see. Drawing is so sick. Thank you. That's what someone told me. You watch One Piece? Yes, One Piece as well. Yu Yu Hakusho is so good. Oh God, Toonami. Now I know. We all feel old when you bring up the word Toonami. I don't even think. I know Toonami came back from Adult Swim. I don't know if they still have Toonami on Adult Swim still, because I haven't watched cable since 2010. And no, that's a lie. Since 2013, I think. Yeah, from 2013. I think Toonami was back after that from the whole April Fool's thing, and then they brought it back completely because it got a lot of love back from fans. I don't know if Toonami's still playing, because I remember last time I checked, they had My Hero Academia watch playing on Adult Swim. So is it still around? Like Toonami on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network? Is that still a thing, or did they cancel it? Because I know that Warner Brothers got a new CEO guy, or executive person, and he's been making a bunch of changes and like firings and stuff. So I don't know if that's even still a thing. Alright, some of you who are like in the pop culture things, you know what I'm probably talking about. Right there. The leg is about here. Oh, the leg is about here. Suzy Baka. Okay, I'm trying to write a segment where I live and are roasting each other about each other's height. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, they do. Oh, cool. That's still cool. Toonami's still around. Good. I thought, what's his name? David Zaslav? I think that's his name. David Zaslav, the new executive person at Cartoon Network, or at least at Warner. I thought he would got rid of that, because I heard he's made a bunch of cuts. I heard that he's getting he's trying to fix, well, I wouldn't say he's trying to fix, but he's getting rid of a lot of, like, DC stuff, because DC is fucking it all up with a bunch of woke shit. And he said, and I think, and I quote, he says, if it doesn't make money, he's gonna cut it down. He's about money. I don't think he even cares about, like, the material that they're pushing out. I think he just cares about if it makes money. If it doesn't make any money, he doesn't bother. He just kind of gets rid of it. I think if that's the correct thing, if I remember right. Okay, I think that's pretty accurate. I think I got it close. I think I got it. Let me pull her down a little bit. I feel like she's a little bit too big. Just a little. There we go. No, put back. All right. Now I'm gonna pull up here so we can see her a little better here. Now, we don't really need Ray anymore from this point. We're going to make a new hairstyle. But let me get the eyes in, and then we can move on and give her a bikini. Okay. Oops. Like that. And then give her a mouth. Okay. Now, let's change our hairstyle. We don't need Ray anymore from this point. I'll use another... No, not this one. We'll use another one. I guess we'll use Sakura. As much as I don't want to use Sakura, I'll use our hairstyle. Just her hairstyle, as much as I hate this woman. And to make it easy for you guys to see it, I'll draw her hair like this. I do not want to use Sakura, but... Oops, two... I see the sad face, let me see. Let me see. I think he is trying to root out all the BS in Warner Bros. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I think DC's really getting it. Oh shit. Getting the far end of the stick of that one. But I don't know. I don't think he cares too much about the whole DC universe thing. I think he just cares about making money, that's it. And I think he said that quote unquote. But if it... No. I only do that with mods. I only let people come up here if you're a mod. You have to be a mod. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like actually just reject you like that, but I don't want to. I only let people who are my mods, and I think only one's in. Oh no, two's in there. Is Liv and Yuki. Those are my two mods. I don't think Aaron's here, or Mora. Not yet, but okay. Let me get her hair. Let's see. You click on the link tree and Insta, yeah. Sorry, you gotta speak English. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. Hear me out. Yeah, you can try Satama's hair. Saitama, I mean. Okay. What did Sakura do to you? This. What do you mean? What she did to me? This. Who? How do you not like Sakura? Please tell me one thing that's great about Sakura. Tell me one thing that is great about Sakura other than she getting Uchiha as a husband and a kid. There's nothing great about Sakura. She is terrible. She's a terrible human being. We all know this. This is a terrible woman. Oh god, she hardly contributes to anything. Let me see. Sakura is the best. No way, bro. Nah. Nah, bro. I'm not getting off that stance. That is no. Let me see. Shit, I think Ino's much more helpful than fucking, let me see, Sakura, to be honest. Bro, she's cute, but useless. Yeah, she's cute, but useless. You can say that. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's not ugly. Never said she was ugly. I never understand that forehead thing. Because I don't think her head is any that big than the other girls. I didn't see the big deal. Like, I don't know. Can someone explain to me how her head is any more bigger than the other girls? They just said it, but I never really saw, like, what was wrong with her head. Because everyone had the same exact hair, like, head, like, shape. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you can tell me... And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to start anything. I'm literally being honest. I don't know how that head thing was ever a thing. And she's tried to hook up with Naruto. She saved so much people. Oh god. Sakura was very infuriating in the first Naruto. Oh gosh, she is infuriating in the first Naruto, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. Make the head like this. Hold on, let me fix the hair. It's a little bit too insane right now. And then we'll curve it like this. There, that's a lot better. A little more space there. There. And let me just, to fix that, let me just, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, not gonna lie with you when you drop in an anime manga. People ask me that all the time when I'm gonna drop like a webtoon or something like that. I've thought of it, and I've been in talk with a friend about it, but we haven't officially made any like strides on that yet, because I'm still trying to work on my own like drawing style and stuff like that. And a lot of people ask me this question. They always say, "How do you find your art style?" I'm like, "You don't find it. You kind of develop it. Like, you develop it by looking at others, but not copying, but looking at others and trying to make educated guesses on how to draw and how to construct the way you do it. You may take what they teach you in some form, and that might work, but you don't have to, you don't find it. It's like, okay, when people say the word art, style, what professionals know it as is secretly, it's just a code word for spelled handwriting wrong. Handwriting, I spelled that wrong. But for a handwriting, think of it like think of it when you was growing up as a child, right? Like, you know, your A's, your B's, and your C's, and your 1, 2, and your 3's, right? When you're growing up learning this in school and stuff like that, right? It's not about knowing your A, B's, and C's. It's about how you construct them. Some people have some great handwriting at young. Some people don't have very nice handwriting, though, that much. You know what I'm saying? It finds you in the sense of you developing it. So if you, like, for instance, if you was drawing A's and B's for like 40 days straight, just doing A's and B's over and over again, you're going to have a certain style in how you draw these. Because for me, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, the way I draw 7 like this, that's how I draw 7. Other people will do 7 like this, or something like that, or something like this. I've seen people do that, which is weird. But the way I construct 7's like this. And I got that from my teacher a long time ago as a kid. You know what I'm saying? She used to draw like that, and I thought that was a pretty accurate way to look at a 7. And ever since then, I did it. So, like, and the way, because some people have really bad handwriting, you can tell. You know someone who has bad handwriting. So some of us know that one kid with bad handwriting, right? So if you do, or that one person you know, or you probably may include yourself in some form, with no shame, no judgment there. But I'm saying, the fact is, it is about an art style. It is a developing, it is a developing handwriting. Art style is just a developing handwriting. So if you keep practicing drawing anime girls, because I used to avoid drawing anime girls all the time because I thought that was hard to draw, you will develop a form of art style. So I'm not even consider this an art style, because I think an art style is something that can be fully rendered completely. You can do the sketch thing like I do, but that's just because I'm just being lazy. I'm just calling for what it is. But it is easy to produce really fast, so that makes it quite reasonable in that sense. But if we was doing a full-fledged drawing, most of my mods and my viewers who usually watch me, they know exactly when I do my rendering and do the whole line art thing, it takes a while, but it's quite satisfactory. So, for instance, when I did Mina, when I made this is what I made. I don't think Sakura here works. You don't think so? I don't know, I think it looks for it. Maybe because her head's too big. Maybe I made you too much of a forehead. Maybe that's the problem. Let me see if I... Oops, my bad. Let me do that. So like this. Yeah, about here. And then remember, when you're drawing hair, there's a point of reference. Point of reference, what I mean by this is that where the root of the hair is coming from. Oh wait, it's like this. That's why it looks weird. It's not bunching on the side. But like, where the root of the hair is coming from is where the hair is going to be coming out from or coming in from. Okay? So that's how you know where the hair is coming from at all costs. Now let me fix her eyes now, because it looks like she's looking into the depths of our souls. I don't want to look at that. No one wants to see that shit. Oh, actually, I can actually use that to my advantage. Like that. that. Remember, I'm not trying to be super accurate or try to be super anime with it. I'm just trying to get the point across. Like that. Alright, and then I'm going to use the eraser tool. Like that. Give her some Cuphead type eyes. Just for the fuck of it. Like that. Okay. And then... Okay. Like that. Okay. Practice is everything, really. Yeah, it's just ultimately what it is. Let me see. It's a count, not hard. I teach myself, and I didn't even know how to draw a nose, and I learned. Yep. That's pretty much what it is. You just gotta learn on your own. It's just developing. See, but see, this is the thing I need to tell students. And I think we use this term wrong. This is not anything to, this is not judgmental, this is not being judgmental towards anyone, please hear me out. The word self-taught, spelled it wrong. Oh, no, that was right, Self-taught is, I think we use it wrong. Oh, fuck. Oh, this thing is not charging. Hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta get the charger. It's gonna die. Hold on. If I keep having it go this way. Those of you on YouTube, are you guys? You can come over here on TikTok if you like. Hold on. It's the same name, same everything. If you don't want, I might just shut down YouTube because no one's really over there and talking, unless I have some type of thing going on. So, hold on. Let me get this real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. The charger, the thing's about to die, so I have to go get the charger real quick. Hold on, let me move you guys over here real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Get this real quick. Plug this in. I noticed that the thing is not charging. I think it's something wrong with the wire again. I need wireless chargers somehow. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Pull it up. That. Why is this around my neck? I just realized. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Ugh. Oh, can you teach me? I'm really bad and I want to be an animator. To be honest with you, I want to be an animator too. I've been working on that myself. Okay, I think we used the word self-taught wrong. I think just hear me out here. Self-taught is actually a person who taught themselves without the help of any type of teacher, mentor, parent, guardian, whoever, you name it. I think the word we should use is self-motivated. That's the right term. Because you have to motivate yourself to watch that YouTube video. Motivated. Oops. Come on, stop doing this. Come on, stop it. Anyway, self-motivated. Okay? We make ourselves more motivated in that sense, because you have to motivate yourself to get onto that video. Because ever like had that one drawing that you want to do but you're avoiding of doing it, so you're not motivating yourself to do it. So you self-motivated yourself to go watch the video to learn what it is, because self-taught is you literally learned it on your own without the help of YouTube, TikTok, a friend, a family member, whoever. So you self-motivated yourself to go learn that YouTube video or TikTok. It doesn't, or TikTok, Tik, TikTok, to learn that particular skill and or thing, right? Does that make sense? I think we use that term wrong, because self-taught sounds better than self-motivated, and I understand. I get it. It sounds better because it sounds like you. It sounds more like I did something compared to I motivated myself. Because motivating sounds like you just got a speech and that's it. It's really hard. It's really hard to just tell someone how to get good because you never stop learning. That's the one thing that is true. As an artist, this is why this path is kind of hard to do, and also not hard at the same time. You're constantly learning, and you're not only just learning how to draw, you're learning how to market yourself. That's the sad part. You have to be somewhat of a business, or have some type of not form of business, but you have to have an understanding of how to market yourself, how to construct yourself in a manner that works for you, and how people can see you as a professional and all that stuff. If you go down this line of work, if you're really good at what you do, sometimes you don't even have to be all that like crazy about being a business person. All you can do is just, if you're really good at what you're doing, like Art Germ, Ross Draws, Ethan Baker, Cynics. I can keep going. What do you call it? Jim, what's his face from DC? I forgot his name. Jim something. I keep forgetting his name. He's a comic book artist. I hope I'm not too late. No, you're not late. You're not late. I'm gonna put on the bikini on the character now. So we get to the next one. So don't worry. I'm gonna keep explaining. I'm gonna be here till like at least 5. So it's 2 now. So don't worry. You didn't miss out on anything that I know of. Okay, so let me get the like that. Like that. Okay. Let's get this like that. Let's put like this. Okay. Actually, better yet, I wanna do a different type of bikini. I always do the same type all the time. So we're gonna do this thing. Oh, cool. Yes. Don't worry. You're good. You're good. If you have any questions, please you can ask a question. I'll try to get to each question. Sadly, TikTok took down the questionnaire thing, which I don't understand why they did that. Maybe people are trolling too much with it and it's caused too much trouble. But like, I always thought that was a good feature. It made it easier so when someone asks a question, their question does not get lost into the chat and they have to repeat themselves again. So I don't know why they did that. I thought that was a great feature for those who want to ask a question and don't want to repeat themselves again and again and again, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they want to know something. Because it made it easy for me to get to them because it was in time order. So like, if you're at the bottom, I know you're just the most recent. If you're at the top, you was the last person to make a sense. So everyone got to each other. I got to everyone in an accurate in a fine manner. But I don't know, they just took that away. So I'm sorry that's what's happening. If you guys ask any questions and I didn't get to it, I'm sorry, I didn't probably see it. So if you want to ask a question again, you can. Don't feel bad or anything, please. It's just I just didn't see it because a lot of people come in to see this and ask questions, and I get 1,010 questions, and my mods get overwhelmed with it, so they answer for me. So, you know, I can see why anyone would get discouraged for asking, or whatever the case may be. Okay? So I understand completely. Especially if they want to know something or know something specific that they're having trouble in. So don't worry, don't think something's wrong with you or anything like that. Oops. I just wanted to say I've been drawing for years, got busy with life, but started again. That's good. Can you give me lessons? Well, I can give lessons. I do give private lessons to anyone who wants to learn, but that does cost you a fee. And if you want to really get a discount for my fee, because if you're a regular, if you're just a regular person who just wants to get any type of like lesson, it's $25 an hour. But if you want a discount, you gotta be you have to be a Patreon member. If you're a Patreon member, you get a discount. If you're a first tier, there's only 2 tiers. So if you're wondering, there's only 2. First tier takes off. You'll be paying $15 an hour, and then if you get to this the highest tier, you only pay $10 an hour, which is, I think, that's the best price, because not only that you're getting help from me, but you're also going to learn everything I know. I'll teach you everything from color theory, anatomy, I guess. Not I guess, but when I say I guess, because I'm not going to sit there and bore you with a book. I'll tell you some things that you may have to look for, but most of these is going to be under the moniker of form and shape. Okay? Let me put that right there. This. That. Like that. So, if you want, get private lessons from me and learn my ways and how I do things, that's the best way. Or you can join my YouTube and get my tutorials there. But I haven't made any tutorials in a while because I'm waiting on my new computer, so I'm trying to save up for a new computer. That's why, if you guys want to help with that, you can always donate through the TikTok, the Cash App. It's there on my link tree, or you can go to my PayPal. And if things go well, I can actually get around doing the whole webtoons thing, because I know you guys keep asking me if I'm going to do a webtoons eventually. I have some ideas for a story, but I never got around to it. And I want to do animation. I think that'll be a lot. That'll kill several birds with one stone if I do animation, because I think that'll be great, in my opinion. Let me see. And I would like to do more courses in the sense of teaching. That'd be really cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. Like that. Let me erase this a little bit. Like that. Like that. Now we gotta make sure that we give her some shading here, so we know she's on the floor, not just somewhat like floating in the air or something. We don't want that. We want her to be like she's on the floor. Okay. If anyone's talking on YouTube, I don't know. Top chat. Oh, there is people in here. Love your style. I have to go now. Okay, guys. Now I can see your chat here on YouTube. I'm sorry about that. Like bulky shirt, chunky acceptor. Yeah, I can see your chat. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, Bri. What's going on, man? Okay. Did you get women in real life? Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't understand that. Have you seen the show The Boys? I would love to see the show The Boys. I have not seen it yet. I have what do you call it? I have plans of actually seeing it, but I have never got the chance to watch it yet. I have plans watching it though. I just gotta find the time to go do it, but I have plans. Oh, I gotta get her eyebrows and fix her eyes. She looks kind of weird. Oops. What the hell? Oh. Okay. And then like that. That. Okay, and then let me fix her eyes now. That, and then like that. There we go. She's not too perfect, but she's a lot better than she was just a few seconds ago. Okay, like that. or eyebrow, like that. Make sure that the eyes have to be the same length. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, forgot. Shit. Like about here. About there. There we go. Totally forgot that part. Okay, this one next to there. Now we can move on to the next. We can move on to the next one. Okay, agreed. How long have you been drawing? I've been drawing since I was 6. Didn't take it seriously till I was 23 or 24. Okay, let's go for the next one. Let me put this here. Okay, so like I said earlier, I didn't get to finish. When it comes to art styles, when I made this, it took me a good, I'd say, a week or so to get this done. It should have been probably even will I what? Maybe, let me see. Maybe time to draw something with different proportions. No, because this time we're focusing on just females today. And then I'll probably move on to males. And then if we move on to males, if things go well with males, then I'll move on to, what the hell? We'll move on to probably demons. And then robots, and then all that stuff, and blah, blah, blah. So when I made this character from Twilight Princess, I had to render everything, color and everything. You can learn how to do this if you want to be a student of mine. So just join the Patreon. Wait, hold on, this thing's loading. Yes, I love Zelda. So yeah, I made this a long time ago. I think it was about 4 or 6 months ago. Demons are in different proportions. When I say demons, it doesn't have to be female. It could be like an actual monster, I'm saying. Like an animal or something. A form of animal. It's loading, don't worry guys, that's why it's black. Because it's using the Clip Studio Paint uses a system where it's like recording everything I'm doing to get yeah, it's recording. And then I made this as well. You can learn how to draw like this. I can teach you what you want to know. Can you draw Fubuki from what? Wait, what show? What show again? Fubuki. I might know what you're talking about. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same character here. Let's see. Come on, stop loading. Come on, we gotta go. Come on. Come on, I'm waiting on this to load. Well, this one's expressive. I like this one. We're gonna do this one next. This one's a lot more expressive. Her leg is poking out this way, so we can. The counterbalance is here. So always make sure when you're drawing something like this, the leg is always straightened like this. But remember, the leg is not truly straight. It's just curved more because we have to lean everything towards this leg. Because if we lean anything here, she's gonna look like she's tipping down. So we need to make sure that all the movement is coming through this leg. So we go boom. All right. That's what we have to do. Why does the thing keep disappearing? I don't understand this. Show chat. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Just want to see other body types because as future character designer, I want to know something more than I want to know something more than classic anime figurines. So will you? Well, not today. I'm not doing that. Definitely not today. But because that was not planned today. But I do have plans of doing that, but not today. I've drawn chubby girls. I draw chubby anime girls. I've drawn girls. I've drawn average shaped girls, chubby girls, tall girls, muscular women, men, skinny men, muscular men. You guys see me do this many thousand and 10 times. For some reason, I get more love when I draw the chubby girls for some odd reason, which is not a bad thing. But it's just I've realized that a lot. I might do that more often, probably, based on how people respond to that. Let me see, right there. Let's put them on the side. Oh, that's put them too small. They're gonna look weird. So let's see. We're gonna grab them again. Make them a little bit higher up. Oh no, not that high. Put them on the side over here. Okay. Like this. All right. So we're gonna draw this little one here. Okay, One Punch Man. Oh, Fubuki. Isn't Fubuki the one with the? Ain't she the younger sister of what's her face? The psychic. Or Tornado. Her name is Tornado. I think that's her name. If I'm thinking of the right one. What is the app called? Clip Studio Paint. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Why does it keep making the chat disappear? That's so stupid. I see why people don't use YouTube for the best. Demons have different proportions. Yes, demons have different proportions. They don't have to be humanoid. Yes, talk to me. Okay, can you do a ab tutorial? Yeah, I can do that, but I have to save that later for... But I might do that on a TikTok, to be honest. I might actually do that as a TikTok. Now, the thing with the ab thing is that abs can... there's actually a wrong way of drawing abs, but, you know, I think the thing is, as long as you put some type of squares on the stomach, people assume it's abs, which I think that was like an educated thing to at least make an assumption on. But I noticed that when drawing abs, it can really look insane and not accurate and still look like abs, which is odd. And how easy, I don't want to say how easy to draw abs, but easy to do people that they think they're looking at abs. Because you'd be surprised how people just kind of like, oh, you drew abs, that's great. And not really say, those don't look like abs. But only people who like literally look at pictures of, not pictures, but has practice drawing anatomy will know the difference in where to put the abs and how far it can go and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny sometimes when people draw abs. And even sometimes when they draw it wrong, it still looks like abs in the sense of I know where those are. It's like when they draw boobs, for instance. When you draw boobs, it's like, okay, I know what boobs look like, but like, that's not how you draw boobs. It's funny to me. It's like, it's a funny thing. It's just a little funny joke to me. Okay, gotta go. Have a good stream, everyone. Okay, later, Yuki. Bye. I'll look at your message after this, I promise. I draw abs all the time, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. You see what I'm saying? You just proved my point. You just proved my point. Like, I just said that. You'd be surprised how people think they're looking at abs when they're probably looking at what it looks like wrong. It's funny as hell. Okay. Okay, her, I'm looking at this wrong. So we can see under her neck, right? Okay. And her arms are going upwards. Okay. Like that. Okay, I think I'm doing this weirdly. Because if we're doing a... No, let me move these out. Let me move these out of the way, because I think that's the problem. Oop. Move! Okay, there you go. I'm doing it wrong. Let me see. First, we need the line of action. First, it's going like this. Her body's going like this. So we have to make sure that everything's going this way. How do I get started with drawings? Learn your shapes. Thanks for the dino. Thank you, Tiny Dino. Thank you, I appreciate it. I draw all the time, but I'm not sure. So let me see. How do I get started? So first, to get started, learn your shapes. That's usually just a rudimentary answer to that. Then when you understand your shapes, when I say your shapes, I'm talking about your squares, your triangles, your rhombuses, your trapezoids, blah, blah, blah. And then after, when you start, you know your shapes, which I think that's not something everyone needs to like go and practice, unless you're really bad at drawing shapes for some odd reason. But everyone knows what a shape is. Like from yay high, everyone knows what a shape is. They played with blocks at one point with a ball or something. Then when you're done learning, when you understand shapes and how they're constructed, you then learn about form. Okay. Form will actually keep you, it will keep you to understand the idea of, this is, okay, the idea of, what do you call it? The idea of knowing 3D shape. Because form is just 3D shape. It's just a fancier way of saying 3D shapes. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, first thing, that leg needs to not be so strong. It has to curve, because most of the weight is going on this leg here. Okay. The weight is going on the leg, so gravity is pushing the leg. Let me see, let me fix this part here. Okay. Here. Why is this a question? Fake, huh? Are you drawing? Why is that? No. The fuck? What is wrong with y'all? See, if I noticed, like, when you guys focus on the female, all of a sudden it's thing. I'm pretty sure I was drawing a dude. You would not ask that question. That's what I'm saying. This is the weirdest thing. That's how far gone people are. They see a female, all of a sudden they think this. How do you think that? That is so weird. Okay, there's a different ways to do abs because there can be different numbers of them. Yes, there's different ways, but it's more of, it's not about how many numbers. It's more like the overall look of the construction and look of the form of the abs itself. But anyway, to answer your question, it's about learning your shape, your forms, your shapes, your forms, your gestures, which is the gesture, meaning the overall understanding that this girl is leaning and she's happy and her leg is poking this way. That's literally the gesture, and her arm is in the distance. So we need to make sure that her arm is in the distance when we're drawing it. So that means if it's in the distance, that means her arm is getting smaller as we're drawing it. Okay? It's getting smaller. Okay? It's actually getting really small. Like that, right? Now I have to fix the top of her body because that's not working very much, like this. Okay? Okay. Her arm is like this. Okay. And now we have to make sure that I think what happens is I turned her this way. So we need to fix that. We may have to draw the whole thing over, probably. Okay, so I'm going to adjust some stuff. And a few adjustments can actually make more of a difference than anything. So let me pull up here. Okay, so first thing is, we're not supposed to see this side, the way we're looking at it. Okay. Kitty Star follow. Okay, thank you. People, I know people are dirty minded. I don't know why. It's weird. They see female, they think that. I'm like, if I was drawing Link from Legend of Zelda, you wouldn't ask that. Or if I was drawing Link in a shorts in a swim trunks, you would not say that. I think most people click off. For some odd reason, when I start drawing men, people don't stay. It's weird. Maybe I should draw monsters next. Not today, but maybe I should draw monsters in the future. I should try doing it, but we'll see. It'll be a good experience to actually try that. Actually, I'm going to try something different. I want to try something different after this one. What I'm going to try to do is... We're still going to draw an anime girl, but the difference is I'm not going to draw it. I'm going to use a technique that my friend showed me that was kind of cool. I did not know. So, I never tried before. I tried it before, but I tried it with him, but I didn't know how to do it. But I practiced a little bit, and it was actually quite satisfying. I also learned this from an artist called Lack Illustrations. He's an anime artist who does a lot of work for like Fate Stay Night, the mobile game. He does a lot of great work. Let me see like this. Like that. Let's fix this leg. Let's curve it up. Okay, make sure that we can see the knee. And then we're going to fix the leg. It's a little too skinny. We got to give a little more meat on that. Like that. Thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's get our leg up here. Okay. Like that. Let me... Oops. I just realized you guys can't see it that well. There we go. Okay. I might shut it down for YouTube because I don't think a lot of people are over there, so I'm also just shut it down in a bit. Okay. Now the leg is gonna kind of curve like this, like that, and then like that. Almost close. We're pretty close. I think we're pretty close. We're not too close, but we're close. We're pretty close. So what we're gonna do is okay. Now we're getting closer to the minute as we to the second as I keep going. We're getting closer and closer, so this is great. Just to let anyone know, the reason why I'm not just putting the picture in the what do you call it? In the program and just draw it like that is because if we keep it small and use our mind's eye to draw the character, it gets much easier to look for the overall idea. Okay? It's much easier to get the idea concept-wise. Like that. Let me see. Up here. Like that. So we're using our mind's eye as we look. And making educated guesses based on what we know, what we practice. There's always a form of, like, some form of love handle on the woman and man, but like it pops out more for the woman than man. Love handles can pop up for men too, but they're more inward. For women, it's more outward. So I have to put that there. So it always lets me know how I'm constructing it well. Because if I don't see a form of love handle, I know something's not right. Based on my experience. That's why they always seem more realistic when I draw them. Or at least believable in some form. Like that. See? Right? That looks almost accurate, right? So, let me see. And then make the stomach like that. Since she's wearing a skirt this time, I'm going to draw one with a skirt. So that's pretty much the bikini itself. She'll have the top on like this. But we'll draw her a skirt this time. So at least I have some diversity in the outfits. So let's get that part. Okay. Let me see. Like that. Right. And then this. Let me fix this leg a little bit. I feel like it could be a little more better than that. Okay. And then we put the foot like this. Okay, so I can give it more 3D form. I don't have to put the stockings on her to give the 3D form. I can actually just put a line, and the line on the side of it can help in that sense. What time did you start streaming? Since 1. It's 3. Why? Okay. That, and now I'm not gonna put her hand up like this. I want her to actually reach out to us. So what I can do is make a giant hand. I want her to reach out to us because she wants to go in the pool with us because we're the anime protagonists and we're clueless and dumb, so we don't know that she likes us, so she wants us to come with her. Okay? So she's lending out her hand to us. So I'm going to show you guys by using foreshortening. Okay, like that. She's going to reach her hand out to us. Like that. Put up the hand and the shortness of the arm. Right? I'm going to construct it better, but I'm just trying to get the overall idea where the hand is supposed to be. Like that. Right? Oh, that's 4 fingers. Okay. Okay. You're fifth behind me from UK. Okay, gotcha. Welcome from the US. Thank you for saying that. Okay, we got the same. We got the same? Huh? We got the same? We got the same one. I don't think I saw the message. Random question, but do you think the skull emoji is a good language emoji to use? Skull emoji? I'm not really sure what that means. I'm not really, like, what do you mean by language? You mean using emojis as a form of speaking to people? Is that what you're saying? Or that specific emoji? I'm just curious to make sure I understand what you're saying here. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying, so I don't want to assume what you're ever saying, so I'd rather you tell me yourself. Now, just to be clear, we got a whole different angle slash we got a different pose. It's a slightly different pose, but we have a whole different angle from the angle that we were supposed to do it. It's not even the same angle, but because we have an understanding on how things are constructed from practice, I made a whole new angle slash pose just from understanding where what goes, because I understand shape, form, and how certain things are constructed. So we have a whole new actual angle by using the same type of pose in that sense. Okay, now the leg is a little bit too slanted. We can fix that. Let me see if we can. It's a little bit like about there, yeah. About there. And then we put some shadow right here, so we know there's a floor here. That helps reinforce that idea that she's standing on something, right? Okay, she said, me too. So we need to give that realism. Thank you for the roses. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Light. Thank you, Light. Laughing. Yep, I'm dyslexic. Sorry. No, it's all right. You're perfectly fine. Jay, want to see the segment of the script I'm working on? Sure. Wait, let me see. We got the same time period. Oh, same time period. Okay, I got you. Okay, that's what you meant. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. My bad. That's what you meant. Okay. We're from the same time period. Okay. Like that. Alright. Now, her leg, I think, is too low. Her kneecap, I'm saying. So we're going to pull that up. It looks kind of weird. So we're going to pull that up. Because her knee and this knee is pretty much the same. So we're going to keep that accurate. We want to keep that accurate as possible. We don't want them looking really weird. About here, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, like this. And then like that. And then so we kind of keep that leg accurate as possible. And this leg is too short. We need to lengthen this leg. Lengthen this leg. I'm saying, oops, did that right? We're gonna pull her down like this. So it feels more balanced. Alright, I might have to rewrite this if the joke isn't funny. Okay. How do gifts work? Like, what do you gain from them? So how gifts work is it's a donation. It's a donation towards your favorite streamer / TikToker, and what happens is that money gets converted into, well, that those points or those gifts that you sent can be converted into real money so that the TikToker can use it to fund their stream or whatever they're doing with their life, so you can help support them. So that's what the gifts are. That's just like, think of, if you've ever been on Twitch, think of like subs or bits. They're like, think of bits. Think of bits in that sense. Like, it's like bits. Okay? Like, you send, like, it's money. It's converted money. Oh, thank you. Huh? Thank you. It does help, because I'm trying to save up to get a new computer so we can have more content. I can make more tutorials on YouTube again and stuff like that. So I'm trying to save as much as I can, and it's $600 that I need to get so I can get my computer, and I'm really hoping I can get it. So I'm trying to work my ass off. So I'm teaching you guys as much as I can, as much as I know. So whatever questions you guys ask, I can do it. Okay, there we go. Now her hand, if her hand's going like this, her thumb is over here. Okay, so her thumb is right here. Her thumb is somewhere here. This is the pinky. Oh wait, I just realized that was the. I almost erased her boob. Oh my god, I almost erased it. I thought it was a finger, and I realized it was a boob. It was at that moment I realized I almost fucked up. Alright, so let me see. Like this. But thank you for the help. It does. Oh, no! Oh no! This user will not be able to enter any of the current host rooms? What was the user? No! No! Who did I do that? Hold on. Damn it. Hold on, I did something stupid. Hold on, I did something stupid. Sorry, hold on. Something stupid happened. I pressed the wrong button. Someone got... I don't know, I'll fix it. Hold on, admin settings. Muted accounts? Or is it block accounts? Shit. I don't know who it was. Damn it. Someone got knocked out. I don't know who it was. Who was it got knocked out? Shit. That was not on purpose. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. What? Someone... I was trying to answer a question. I was trying to read because I'm using the tripod. It's in my way, so I had to move up. Sending likes helps too. Yeah, what likes helps. What likes does it. What it does it gives a beacon to the For You page to push this content to more people to see it. The gifts gives you from people who think you're worthy of their time. You send them money to help your favorite streamer / TikToker like build. Who was it? Kufana? That's his name? Kufana? Follow? Did I fix it? I think I fixed it. Is he back? Please let me know. Okay, let me see if I admin settings, mute accounts. That's not mute accounts. I think it was blocked because they said something about. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was not on purpose. Hold on. I think I did bring him back. Ooh. I appreciate you explaining. I tried asking others, and they didn't help much. I understand. I know how it feels to be. I think I fixed it. I think Kufa. I think I brought back Kufa. If Kufa's in here, please let me know. I'm sorry about that, Kufa. I did not mean to do that. Kufa. Yeah, Kufa. I didn't mean to do that. That was not on purpose. That was literally an accident. I was just. I hate that when. This is the one thing I hate about the touch screen, because when you do it, it will say you want to block, you want to follow right under each other, and I didn't press that button on purpose. I was just trying to see the chat. Kufa, bro, yeah, come back, bro. If anyone sends, can someone send Kufa a message that was on accident, please, if possible. I'll do it after the stream just to let him know. Shit, that was not cool. I was trying to just see the chat, and I have a tripod thing that's in my way, so it keeps sliding down, so I have to keep adjusting it. So when I pressed it, it accidentally got him to get banned. I'm sorry about that. That was not on purpose. I swear to God. And he was asking, I think he was asking questions and stuff, I think. Or just talking. So that was not on purpose. I swear to God. I'm so sorry about that. You know what? If Koof comes back, he can pick the next pose for free. I'll let him pick. Let they. I don't know if it's a female or male. So I'm just gonna assume it's they. Make sure that they get to pick the pose. I have to come back though. It's been a year. It's been a year? What? Kufa, it's been a year. It's been a year. What does that mean? Like, they've been a year. I'm sorry about that, but I'll get it fixed. So if he comes back, I'll let him pick the next pose, because I have to do another pose anyway. So he can get to pick it. I don't mind. Alright, let me get her skirt now, because she's supposed to be wearing a bikini skirt thing. Most girls will wear it like, I think, like this. Okay, let me make it a different color so we guys can see it better. Okay, so we make it like, I think red. No, red. Yeah, red would be easy to see. That was not on purpose, I swear. Have you ever seen the Stranger Things season? Yeah, I'm currently watching it. Please don't give any spoilers, please. I think we're on episode like 4. No, episode 5, I think. Okay, like that, and then like this. Since it's a bikini, so it has to be like pretty small. I think that makes sense. It is a bikini. It's not supposed to be a literal skirt. It's supposed to be part of the aesthetic, I think. Based on what I'm seeing here, it's supposed to be actually like a... So we're using this as inspiration to get to point A to point B. I won't spoil it. It's so freaking good though. Y'all should watch it. You get the chance. Okay, thank you. It's a joke. Oh. Okay, I get it. Okay, actually, it was a joke. It's been a year. I get it. I got it now. I was like, wait, huh? Took me like a half a second to get it. I kind of realized it, but I wasn't too sure I was on the money on that one. Okay. And let me give her little frills. She has little frills on. Like this. Like that. Okay. We gotta make sure this is emphasized right. Like this. Because that's part of the skirt here. Skirt here. And then like this. Oh. Okay, so let's... that, so let's get in some shading like that, so we have understanding what we're doing. Okay, like that. Now let's color this in. Let's make it pink or something. She has like... Okay, so let's put, since it's gonna be all frilly, I guess I'll put the... How does that would look? That would look like... Oh, I know where. I'm being stupid. Hold on. I just had an idea, sorry. There we go. That would make more sense. Okay. The frills will be on the side here. And then going up. Like this. Okay. Now I can erase this part because it's... Oop. Okay. The frills will be on the side. What do you guys think? Am I on the money on this one? I need more likes to know if I'm on the money on this one. Let me know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. I'm on the money. I'm trying to be a little bit more diverse with the bikini tights, instead of just going with the basic 2-piece, 1-piece. Trying to be a little bit more diverse with it. I think that helps to give a little more variation. I should look at some references, but I think that'll cause a little more trouble for me already. All right, there we go. Okay, let me put the little bow thing like here and the bow thing like here, and then put a big like this. Another bow like that. There we go. And then we're gonna color this in. I'll make it pink so you guys can see it. Oops. About here, right there. Okay. Okay, I like that. There we go. So you guys can see, we got pretty close to what we was doing. We got the overall idea in, and I made some changes here and there, but I think they still captured the essence of what we were trying to do pretty well. I think we did a good job here. So I'm gonna give her eyes and everything, don't worry, I will. Pretty good, right? Pretty good, pretty close. I almost, okay, let's make sure. We did a pretty good job there. Now let's give her eyes and hair, and then we move on to the next one. Okay. Okay. Let me put them in their own. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna shut it down over there. Hold on. I'm gonna shut it down over there for you guys over there on YouTube, since it's not a lot of people over there. So I'm gonna shut it down for you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys over there on YouTube for at least coming and watching. I thought it'd be a little more different compared to for TikTok, but TikTok seems to be superior in this situation. So if you guys want to jump over there on TikTok, you can if you want. You should give her a bun. A bun, like for her hair? Okay, I'll give her a bun. I don't mind. I'll give her a bun. Bun. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it down over there on YouTube. I might go to Instagram next. I don't know. I'll think of it. So I'm gonna cut it down for you guys, YouTube. Thank you for coming in, and I'm gonna knock it down. All right. There, YouTube. Okay.